Yeah. So welcome everybody. Welcome to the day 7 and day 8 together. So basically what happened is I was creating a day 7 video and that video got lost. So now I'll just update you what I've done so in the coding part, and then we will move forward. Okay, so basically I did some changes, so let me show that changes. Okay, so yeah, so I guess click on go live. Okay, and everything is working fine. My video is recording. Yeah, perfect. So let me see. Yeah, okay. So till now what I done is what I did in the day 7 and the video that I missed to record was I added this features. One of the features is that mentioning of months. Okay, so you can see months being here. Okay, in every place, like if you fill for Jan, and then it will be a month will come. Suppose I had a salary of 10,000 and I click on add, then Fab will come here. Okay, then I'll just say 10,000 again, then March will come. Similarly for other also, like expenses also. Yeah, so for tax amount also. Yeah. So now also when you click on check button, you can see all your tax expenses and total expenses. So I basically what I did is I wanted to what I want to show you is iteration, how to iterate over an array. So there are two things that we will be focused on learning. First is iteration. Iteration. Second is the methods. Okay, this is only the important thing about array, and none other matters. So about iteration, I want to show you three methods, or we will okay, let me show you. W3 schools JavaScript. Yeah. So till now what I've done is I have used three methods in our code. So I can show you. Yeah, here. Yeah, our total sal is an array, money expense is an array, and tax is an array. So I've done what? I have iterated over all this array and added all the value present in the array. So I've added these all of the value present in the money expense array, and similarly in tax array, and then I use those values as a value for the here in place of here, you can say in the place of here. Okay, so iteration basically means is traversing. Suppose I have an array of 1 2 3 4 and you want to traverse a whole array, then you use something concept called traversing or iteration. For iteration we have three methods that there are a lot of methods I want to show you. I have implemented for each map and the normal method. Okay, yeah, so if you go to the documentation, you can also check it out from here. Okay, go to the iteration part here. Yeah, so there is something called for each map, then we have flat map, filter, reduce, and you can check filter, reduce. Yeah, like the most important is for here is the for me is the what I call the map and for each. So for what I did, let me show you is this. You can see here we have the arrays total sal, money expense, tax array. So I wanted to calculate all the sum of the total salary. I wanted to calculate total salary. So what I did, I declared a variable called let sum equals to 0, and for each of the values of the total salary array will sum it up. Okay, yeah. So for that I will just do one thing. I will show you something like console.log total salary. Yeah, and I'll say console log our money expense array. Yeah, and then it's a console.log tax array. Yeah, so we have these three, and I'll do one thing. I'll just clean up the code. I just don't want these things. I'll just clean up this code. Yeah, let's clean up this code. Okay, so I have this one from here. remove this one from here, and I removed extra, looks like. Okay, here is not a concern here, and this one, yeah, so it's okay. Now let's do one thing. Let's go ahead with our website and add some values. I added like 10,000 for January, and expenses be like 1,000, tax amount 200, investment be like 3,000. Okay, investments are not implemented right now, so let's go with the next month, 12,000, and monthly expenses 1,200, sorry, 1,200, yeah, and tax amount be 300. Yeah, so okay, so everything is perfect. Okay, so let's check it out, the console. Okay, so you can see we have three arrays. Okay, you can see we have the three arrays here, this one, this one, this one. Okay, so sum of 10,000 plus 12,000, 22,000, perfect. So how do you find it? For that you have to iterate over the whole array and find all the sum of the all elements. For that thing you use a traversal if you want to traverse the whole array for iteration. So in the case here we have 22 like 2,200, and here we have 200. Okay, so for that we have the two methods. So the first method is the for each. You say the array name, then you type dot for each, then you have to give a callback function. You can use arrow function here also, and then like you can like say value, and you can just declare a variable some 0, and then I change the value to an integer, and then plus equal to. Okay, so if I make you understand this in detail, what is happening here, I can write the same thing in here also. Okay, so this must be knowing what is total cell, yeah, it's knowing it's an array. I will say total cell, yeah, dot map. Let's just check the first for each function. For each basically iterates over iterates. So first I'll have a callback function. Yeah, so here I have a value, and what I'll do is I'll just print the value console. I want to check what are the different values that I have. I'll just say console log value, yeah. So you can see we have the first and second element printed. Okay, so as you know the value now, can't you calculate the sum? So to calculate the sum we can say let the sum equals to 0, initially, and now after we iterate, what we can say, sorry, I can just use say sum plus equals to sum plus what value, and let's see what happens now. We'll do what we'll say, this is okay. I'll say console log value, yeah, console log sum, yeah, and let's see what happens. You can see basically what is happening here. It is this value is considered as a string here, so we don't want to be treated as string, because as it is treated as string, the concatenation is happening. We want it to be treated as number. That's why I converted it to number. Then if you convert to the number, to convert a value to number, you use something like this method number and wrap it around the values, and we just now let's check. Yeah, you can see okay, sorry, sum equals, so now sum has became the string, so it's causing some problem here. You can say let sum equals to 0, let sum equals to 0 again, and then if we just say after the iteration that it should work. Yeah, so now you can see the two values are being added. Okay, so for each is for iterating. It basically gives you the like power to iterate over the elements for each, and then similarly we have map. So iterate over which what arrays. So we have money expense array, and suppose you want to iterate over it, then we can say map, and then you have to write a function. You can use callback function. Basically you have to write a callback. Then we can use arrow function or normal functions also. So we are looking for the values, that is their values, and I'll say first we'll say I'll just want to look what are the values present in this array. Yeah, so money expense, now I'll just say value. Okay, and nice. So you can see 1000 and 1200. So similarly I want to add these values and get the sum. Same thing, let sum equals 0 and sum there. So you understood there's two point function map and for each. You should remember those function. It's pretty important. Okay, yeah. So before that I want to show you something called I want to focus today. I want to like teach something totally I thought it is necessary to teach this thing, because if I don't, we will not learn a lot of things. So I want to teach you something called arrow function and the looping. Looping and arrow function is pretty important, because most of people use it when they use JavaScript. So here is the loop, and so let's start with the loop itself. Okay, yeah, okay. So as it opens, I can do one thing. Okay, so yeah, so let's do one thing is like do this one and do this one. Okay, so looping. Okay, so there are a lot of ways we can loop. Okay, so there is for in, for, off, while, do while. Okay, so we have suppose an array. How to declare an array? Const name equals to and this 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, I wanted to loop through all of the elements. Okay, so I can say for is a keyword for int I equals to 0. Okay, I equals to 0, and for now let's just for I equals 0, I less than what, how many elements are here? 5, I plus plus, and then I will say console log array of 0, array of I. Yeah, and you see uncaught initializer. Oh, int, sorry, it's not int, let, it should be let, not int. Yeah, so you can see 1 2 3 4 5 5 being printed. Okay, so I basically iteration is for like let's write a program. Let me show you. If you want to write a program, to print 1 to 9. So how do you do that? You can say I will do console log 1, then I will say, then I will copy this, paste it here, paste, and I will just change it like this. I want you to print 1 to 9. You can do like this, and 9. So do you want to do like this? No, basically whenever there is a repetition in code, so I'm not talking about reusability, I'm talking about repetition, then you can use something called loops. So I can just print 1 to 9 by saying for let I equals to 0, like let I equals to 1. This is the starting part, where from where you want to start. Then condition till what you want to go. I want to go till 9. Then how much increment at every step? I plus plus means one step in incrementation. Okay, plus plus is an increment operator. That means plus plus, it means plus 1, and minus minus means minus 1. Just say console log I. Okay, so console log I. Okay, and let's see. Okay, it's the same thing. just three line of codes, and that old one is almost 9 lines. Okay, so it's basically when there is repetition in the code, and you use we use loops. Okay, so and for loop contains three part. This one, the first, this one, if it is visible to you. Okay, this one is the first part, this one is the second part, this one is the third part. So the first part is start. Okay, second part is the end, and this is step. More in general I can say, in general, not compulsory. It's not compulsory. Okay, so you can use this to iterate over anything like arrays, objects, whatever you want to iterate over on. It's upon you. Okay, so okay, there are a lot of ways to play around with it. Okay, so we need to go to next loop for in. Okay, so before going to the next something new, I can suppose if I want to print even number, write a program to print. Okay, please, my screen should be visible. Write a program to print even numbers. So what we'll do, I will do console.log print 2, and I will say copy, I'll copy, and then I say console log 4, then I will say console log 6, then I will say console log 8. Do you think I will do this? No, this is here the repetition comes in the code. So to replace that, I'll use loops. I'll say for int I is equals to 2, and not int, sorry, let I equals to 2, and we'll go to suppose I want to go to 129. You can't write by your hand 129 console log print statements, but you can do using loops. And let's say I plus plus and not I plus plus, I plus equals to 2. Here you have to define something called step. So you can say I equals to I plus 2. So I already told you that I plus equals to this operator is same as saying I equals to I plus. Well, basically adding something and storing that same thing in the same thing, like okay, you are adding something to the value, and that value is assigned to the old value itself. This is change basically. Okay, so let's just print now console log dot log I. Yeah, okay, so you can see we are able to print even numbers 2 4 6 8 9 10 12. Okay, using loops, but you can't do it with print statement. You are not be able to write all these print statements. Suppose like I can write a very big loop. Let me show you. I can select I equals to 2, I less than this much. Okay, and I'll say I plus equals to 2, and for now let's console log yeah I. Let's go. You can see it's going till now, till the moment I was speaking. So you can see, yeah, we have all those things here. I'm not even able to scroll up to there. Where was that thing? Yeah. So loops are pretty fun. They help you to, and when there is something called repetition. Okay, so loops are used for repetition, but they are helpful for in traversal also. For in JavaScript, we are having for in. I've shown you for loops how it works. Now let me show you for in how it works. You suppose if you have an array const array, and you can say like I have an array like name array. I'll say Mohan and then we have Sohan, then we have Rohan. Okay, and I'll just say for everything is working fine. Any problem? Redeclaration of const array. Okay, no problem. So let me say array 1. Yeah. So I'll say for let x in arr1. Okay, console log x. Yeah. So what's happening out here? See. So let x in array1 basically printing their index. And when you say array1 square bracket x, you get those values. So this method helps you to do iteration in a shorthand notation. It's pretty similar to saying, what? For let x equals to 0 and x is less than equals to array1 dot length, means array1 dot length I plus plus, and I'll say console log an array of 1 and then what? X plus plus, not I plus plus x, and here also fix it. Yeah. So Mohan, Rohan, so on. So it's basically a shorthand notation, easier to like remember. So you can iterate objects to with it and also arrays. And I think so you knew for each. I know you know for each now. So let's go for for off. There are for in, for off. Then we'll see while. Then we'll see do while, and then we'll see arrow functions. Then we'll get back to project. Okay. So let me check. My recording is working fine. Okay. Yeah. So for off. So for off, JavaScript for off statement loops through values of an iterable object. It lets you loop over iterable data structures such as arrays, strings, maps, node lists, and all these things. So you can use this. Okay. So here we have for let x of cars. So as I did what I let x in array1. When I printed x, only the indexes were being printed here. Okay. Suppose if I say for let x of array1 console log array x, you can see Mohan, Sohan are directly being printed. We don't need to access it using the numbered indexing. I have told already you that added are accessed using numbered indexing. So you can also loop through strings. So before that, let me do one thing. So it's just not about iterating over arrays only. You can iterate over a lot of stuff. So already mentioned here that arrays, strings, maps, node lists, and many more stuff. Let's see iterating by strings. So how do you declare strings? I think you should knowing that now. So to declare string, nothing. You can just say let name. Okay, sorry. Let name is equals to on plus a string. Nothing special here. And I want to iterate over each character of the string. I will say int I equals to 0 and I less than equals to name dot length. Yeah, and I'll say I plus plus is property, and then say I want to check console log the two things. I'll say I want to say name dot I, the character, and the I itself both. Yeah. So are you missing anything here? Okay, maybe I'm just doing wrong here. Yeah. So now, okay. So okay, again it's not int. Sorry, my bad. So we have M O H A N. You can see Mohan, first letter M, second letter O, third fourth, as the indexing starts from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So after that, we have while loop, do while loop, and all those things. So you understood for loop, for in, for off. So there was a difference. Normal for loop we write in a pretty explanatory manner, that where to start, where to end, how to take a step. And for in, for off is about only iteration. It's not about creating a range and running in loop. Okay, not about only repetition. Its main purpose is the traversal. So now let's go to move to while loop. Suppose I want to say that I don't know till when I want to loop. In for there is only a range. For every time there is a range. There is only everyone talks like range from 0 to n, 0 to 9. Like it's already defined. Like how much we have to iterate. But in while is used when you don't know how much you have to iterate. Suppose while true, I'll say while true, I'll say console log print what I, and I'll just do one thing. If it's working perfectly, use shift, and I'll say let I equals to 0, and yeah, and if I becomes great, like not greater than, I just don't want to show you range again. I becomes multiple of no. Let's just write I becomes like, if I want to stop, if I is greater than 9999, then I will just say break. Okay, you let me explain what is break is, and everything should work fine. Let's check. We read declaration of variable I, yeah, no problem. Let's click Z and Z and Z, and we are doing one mistake here. Whenever declare I, like whenever you use while loop, it's just same as for loop in some manner. Like here is the step 1, here is the step 2, where is the step 3, man? I'm missing the step 3. That's the step incrementation. And now it's the read declaration variable J again, no problem. So we'll say like something like P, whatever P, I'll say P, and I'll say P, and okay, yeah, please. Okay, so you can see it printed all those numbers very fastly, and I cannot even see what was how fast it was. So while loop, there is a condition. I showed you something like I can, if everything goes wrong, goes right, and I can show you something. And are we there or not? Let's check. Yeah, so while true, nothing happened. Yeah, so console log print. Okay, this may hang. Okay, no worries, I don't want to hang. Let's go go into while documentation here. So basically when you write while, inside this brackets you have to write condition. I can say while I is while I not I, x is not x, if not even x, I can say power is greater than, power is while power is less than 200, I want to say print console log, we need more power, we need more juice. Yeah, so these days in the world of AI, everyone is talking about AI, but no one is talking about the power, the juice for it. So let's go over 2000. This is a step 1 condition. Then we need what? Incrementation. That is, we want to increment. plus plus. Yeah, let's go. So what the heck? Power less than power plus plus. Why isn't my loop running? Okay, let me refresh. I think something wrong here. Okay, yeah, right. I think something wrong was there. Let me click on this. This is last. Don't worry. And this is about arrays. Because I showed you all these things because this was very like it's a necessary thing. Looping and arrow function, pretty like in use right now. Let us say let I equals to 0. Okay, and I say what the heck does it remembers that long? I don't know that. Okay, no problem. You can declare your variable name anything. There is no limit to it. L1 is less than. I'm just talking about less than 200. If less than 200, I will just say increment it, and I will say print it. Ow, not that. Sorry. Again, please don't do that. Yeah, and console log. Console.log, and I'll just print hello. Yeah, so you can see it is printing till 200. So when you don't know like how much you want to go, and basically if the condition is true, it will keep on going. When the condition breaks, it will break the loop and stop. Basic simple. Condition true, will move ahead. False, then will stop. As the value became 201, it stopped. If I can show you, then if you just type LO, you can see what's the value, 200. And when if the value increased to from 200, it will stop, because if we write let's please show you. Yeah, declare this one again, something like lot size. Yeah, yeah. And this time I'll do what, I'll say greater than equals to. This will work better. Okay, and now you see lot, you see 201. So this is the rule. When the condition becomes false, it just stops. Then we have do while loop, and do while loop is same, but people neglect it. I don't not a lot of people don't use it. This just you have a theory. So do while is says that you write the condition first, write the operation first, then the while in condition, then the while and the condition. I can say let's say lot size is less than 200, and this is our condition. And what I wanted to do is console log. So first we write the operation, it is lot size printing. Yeah, and we'll say what we need to define lot size equal to 0 and the lot plus plus. So let lot size, if everything goes right, lot size equals to 0, and we'll increment it here again. Yeah, so lot size. Yeah, so if you have seen something, you know, like what is this thing? Okay, 0 0 0 0 0. Yeah, why plus plus less than 200 lot size 0. Okay, yeah, you can check it out. So what the do while loops is basically it if the condition is false, even if, then it will run for a one time and then stop. It basically gives you like we have debugging, like for one time this will run even if the condition is wrong. Like if you just I can say you, let's put on 201 here, and you can see, okay, why is this infinite loop coming out here? Exit clear. Not even clear is working out here. Yep, so I'll just cancel this out. Yeah. So you see what does happen when you run an infinite loop into. So we have seen into while. I don't want to get more that stuff. You can just check it out. Okay. So here is also an example. Do this while the condition is this. You can also try it from here also. Yeah. So how long is this video till now? Yeah, no problem. We can go a lot. So do this while this condition I is equals to 0. Start from 0, go to 9 and start printing this 0 to 9. Okay. So do basically does what? It just gives you one time running option extra. Okay. Yeah. So perfect. Lastly is what we want to see is the arrow function, because if you don't know that, we will miss into a lot of those things. Okay, my bad. I can type Ctrl+T and it will open. Yeah, so I think you understood all those loops. Even if not, you have to check by yourself. Yeah, so they are here. I'm talking about arrow function here. Yeah, so you have seen functions being like that. Function curly brackets return. Now function the same thing. This thing is, it is here, it is also here, curly bracket, it is also curly bracket. Just the function keywords is gone. In place of that, we have equals to and this greater than symbol or less than, whatever it is. Okay, so arrow functions with parameters, arrow functions without parameters. There is something called this in here also, and a lot of stuff. You can check it out, but let me show how do we operate with it. So far, let's just go to inspect here only and use this console. Yeah. Okay, let's just clear all this thing. Yeah, so I can say let's declare the first function. There is a function called const, not const, let us say there is a function called hello, not hello, there is a function called hello. It does what? It prints a hello world function and it just returns hello world. Hello world, hello world. Yeah, so and we'll just say hello. Yeah, so you can see hello world here. Okay, so writing function keyword, people found out it is pretty like bigger. We wanted shorthand notation. For that, people said just do this thing and put on equal to sign this and just say console log, and it is pretty useful in the world of development. I'm saying that if you miss this, you miss a lot of things. Yeah, so this is a function. I can't access it again. Why? I'm not giving it a name. That's why you need to give it a name. Hello one. Then I did it by choice. I wanted to show you. If you don't name your function, you don't gonna access it. So the same way equals to not brackets, null brackets, equals to symbol and the greater than symbol, and we say console log what? Hello one world. Yeah, whatever you can say. And now I can just say it hello one and I will call the function return hello one world. Okay, so you understood the difference is the shorthand notation of saying a function, and it helps a lot. Okay, why? In place of when you use for each, we have to pass a callback. Callback is something that is executed after the this callback. Understood callback, what the term means? So for each element of array, call this function. You understood now? So in the place of writing this function name, it will be pretty useful if we had the function here itself. The another way of using for each would be declaring a function here, and like I can just say some function here and just call it up here, and I'll declare it somewhere in the up. But that will be not good in like writing code. That's why people use come with the concept of this one. Okay, so let's finish up, wrap up this project. This last one is we have to sum up. So for that, I'll just say just invest array dot map. I'll say then I'm using the arrow function. Yeah, I'll just say I wanted the value. If you see this map, it comes with three things. It provides the value, and that is each element of the array, the index of the array, and the array access to the array. Okay, so I'm just needing the value, and I'll say we have to add investments here. Declare a variable called that invest by invest whatever equals to 0, and we'll say invest plus equals to what value, but the value should be first changed into a number, or otherwise concatenation will happen. Yeah, so now I can just go ahead and say total investment dot inner text is also invest. Yeah, this one. Now we can see where is the okay, let's restart. Okay, so till now how much minute we have? Yeah, 42 minutes. Very good, we are going pretty good. Okay, so let's check. So at my first investment for January was 3,000 rupees. I said, and then okay, something weird is happening here. Definitely we have to fix it. And wow, this one is incrementing. What the heck? Why am I using like button B3 B4 X and Y and I Z X and Y? Am I doing something wrong here? Okay, tags.placeholder, that is the issue. I want to say invest dot placeholder. Now it should work. Now I'll say I invested 1,000 rupees for the first month. Okay, second month I invested 2,000 rupees. Perfect. Now suppose I check what's its value. I didn't have a value here. Why? Let me see. Am I saying again the inner text? And it should work. Okay. Okay. This is the array. This is the value. This is the number. Map. And do we have something here? No. Let's check the inspect tab. Do we have any error? Okay. No. Okay. Total invest is null. Total invest is null. Total invest is null. This is the total invest. I'm just taking total investment ID. And do we have ID? Okay, total investments. You can see there is difference in capital I and a small I. That's why it's saying there is no element named total investment in the HTML. So now if I say capital I, and if I don't enter again, okay, 1,000, 2,000, and again 3,000. Suppose, and I just calculate, yeah, total investment is 6,000 rupees. So you can fill out all of them and check what is the value. So, and we will add up more complexity to this project. Now next our goal is to study about methods that is available for arrays. Methods. Okay, look for methods. Our next goal is methods. Okay, so for that we will use something called d3.js. I wanted to draw some histogram bars here, and by using that we will include some complexity to our project, because I have to use some I wanted to show some API stuff in coming videos. So till then, bye bye. Okay, bye everybody. Thank you.